Hi everyone. Today we're going to talk about something serious because I haven't done that in a while either. So I figured we would talk about weight loss and how I did it personally. It's not a health recommendation. I'm not a doctor, so I'm going to disclose that right off the bat. This is just my personal experience. This is, I don't know if you could call it advice. It's my own personal adventure and my personal results, and if you would like to try them, for me they did work. So there you go. But I'm not a doctor, therefore no medical advice coming from me anywhere, anyhow, any day. So now that we got our disclosure out of the way, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the dingy-dongity bell. I'm dingy-dongiting my mug and I just made a big mess. And join my dingy-dongity bell team. I did a full face of makeup. That's why I got some on and I look so cute. So I thought I'd do this video today. Yep, I'm an idiot. It is what it is. It's going with the flow. Going with the flow. Talking about something serious and I'm being an idiot. Okay, yep. I got crap all over me. Anyway, so weight loss and how I did it. Okay, so I was able to lose 60 pounds. And I'll show pictures. There'll be pictures. Actually, I think I'm going to put the picture in the thumbnail, the before and after, so you can see. I got to be a big girl. And there was a lot of factors involved, and I know those factors are going to apply to a lot of you out there. There was depression. There was quitting smoking. There was, the depression stemmed a lot from being, moved to a place where I didn't know anybody, being lonely. The quitting smoking happened at the same time. So you have all of that, and I wasn't feeling good. Some of the pills I was taking were not making me feel good. And so you put all those factors together, and it was just like almost like a perfect storm of gaining weight. And I was taking pills that make you gain weight, unbeknownst to me for the longest time. So anyway, I put on a lot of weight. I put on more than 60, actually. I put on probably about 85. Because before this, I was actually a size 8. Well, I used to be a size 2. But, after I turned about 35, I was about a size 8. Till I was 40 something, and 44, 45, something like that. I don't know, some 45. And that's when I had that weight gain. And part of it's hormonal, you can add up change of life, menopause, whatever, quitting smoking, and then you add on the depression and the extreme depression, and then the fact that I'm taking pills that are making me gain weight. And it just was a perfect storm of growing, and I did. And it stayed like that for a while, like 5 years maybe. And it was like, how do you lose this weight? What do you do? How do you go about it? You look at diets, try diets. Those don't work. And if they do work, they're temporary, like the keto, whatever diet, that don't work. Everybody who's been on it says it don't work, except for a few people I know that say it does work, but everybody else I know, if you have to take supplements, in my opinion, then it's not healthy for you. If you cannot go on a restrictive regime without having and I'm not talking taking, it's good to take supplements. I take supplements. I take vitamins and minerals and eat certain things to give me those vitamins and minerals in a natural way. And if I can't do that, like vitamin D, because I can't go in the sun, I take vitamin D. But with the keto diet, you actually have to survive. If you do not take supplements, you will die. As a human being, you are not meant to eat that way. You're just not. If you were, then you wouldn't need supplements to that point. There's just, if I don't take vitamin D, I'm not going to die, but I'm not going to feel good either. because I can't go in the sun. So, you know, there's that point. So trying any of these extreme diets to me, in my opinion, was not something I was willing to do. So then you go and you start looking at alternative. Now, obviously, there's the obvious things. To lose weight, you must eat healthier. That's a fact, right? So the first thing I did was I cut back on all of the bad things that I was eating and added things that I should have been eating, but I wasn't, like more vegetables, more fruit, because you do need those, FYI, you do. And if you know, like eat your fruit rather than drink your fruit, because at the end of the day, your body processes the actual fruit less fast, so the sugars don't go through you faster, and it's just healthier not to drink it. It's healthier to eat it. So eat your vegetables, eat your fruit, you know, more vegetables than fruit, obviously. Eat your proteins. But I cut out, like, I'm not a huge red meat fan. I just don't like it, and I don't eat fish because I just don't like it. So I just, you know, ate proteins, as in we ate more beans and other things like that. And I cut back portions. That actually was the first thing I did. I went and I started getting, and they're gross, trust me, I know, you know, the no fat spreads, the low calorie this, the low salt this, the this, all of the lower calorie things. And then I incorporated healthier things into my diet. But if it was somebody's birthday, I had cake. I just had a small piece of cake. If it, catching that fruit fly, I don't know how that got in here. Anyway, you know, if I was going out for Chinese food, I would eat the buffet. I just wouldn't do it very often. So instead of doing it all the time, like I was, you know, going for a burger at McDonald's 2 times a week, 3 times a week, eating out, whatever, we did it once a month. And then the rest of the time we made things at home. We ate healthier. And then when I would go out, I would also make healthier choices as well there. And the weight just sort of started coming off, but not very well. Then I started exercising. And I'm not talking running. Nope. I had a heart attack. I couldn't do none of that. I started walking. My dog around the block. My dog around the block. Guys, I got a big block. I live on like a circle. And, well, I don't live on a circle, actually. I live on a crescent. Sort of half moon. I don't know. Half circle? Don't know what it is. But I live on that, so I can go around it, and the kids' school's right there, and I can walk up there, and or I can walk to Lake Ontario. It's only a few blocks away. You know, go for walks. There's trails in the forest around my house, because I kind of live next to the country as well. So all of those things, you can incorporate those, even in the fall, summer, spring. Then I started exercising, and all of that was walking on a treadmill. No running. I can't run. Are you kidding? Like I said, I had a heart attack not long before, and my heart's still not healthy even after all this time, because I had one of those extreme heart attacks that damages your heart, and my heart, sometimes people's hearts will get better. Mine didn't. Not all the way. It got better, but not all the way. So I have a permanently damaged heart, so I have to be careful. So, you know, stress and all of that. But, you know, 3 times a week, I walked. I went on the treadmill. I did the cycling thing, but not fast, just a slow kind of cycle for an hour. I did slow sit-ups. I did arm curls. I did really slow and steady, you know, and I had like a system, like it was like an hour long, you know, 10 minutes of slow walking, or not slow walking, sort of briskish walking. 10 minutes of walking, then 20 minutes of the cardio, then 20 minutes of stretches and cool downs and all of that. And I lost 60 pounds just doing that. I didn't diet, and I didn't extreme exercise. Nope, none of it. Because the biggest problem I find when you get fat, I don't want to call it fat. Yeah, I was fat, but I was also unhealthy. You can be a bigger girl and be beautiful and healthy, but I was not one of them. And actually, I was beyond the healthy big girl stage. You know, like I'm big, but I'm healthy. I'm fine. So you don't have to be thin to be fit. You know what I mean? Or to be healthy. But I was unhealthy. So, you know, I didn't kill myself. I didn't go to the extreme. I didn't diet. And guess what? It's been 4 years and I've kept it off. Now, I originally lost almost 65 pounds. I gained back around 10. But for 4 years, I've not gone beyond that. I gained back 10 and I've stayed that way. So technically, I guess I lost 55 and kept it off. It's been 4 years. 4 or 5. I can't remember now because I don't want to dwell on that. I try not to weigh myself all the time. I try not to obsess about it. I just keep doing the same things, you know? And I don't even exercise 3 times a week anymore. I just do this and that and whatever, you know? It's getting there. It's just getting there. Motivating yourself to start. Should I say I had a heart attack and that was an advantage? I don't know. But I know lots of people who've had heart attacks and they don't change anything. So I was starting to change prior to the heart attack. The heart attack was not what changed. The heart attack happened because I went on an airplane and got a blood clot. Had nothing to do with any of the other. And I was already doing that. I was actually on a trip to Europe, walking around, activities, losing weight, having fun. So the weight gain was not to do with the heart attack. And that's why I want to make that clear. If you do have heart problems, you need to get fit. Walk. Start by walking. Walking can save your life. I kid you not. Do you know, and one of the things I did, the biggest things I did, other than walking and those other exercises I told you, when I would be at home, before I would go upstairs, I would do 20 step-ups. Because I have an upstairs, right? If you have a basement, you can do the same thing. So if I went to the basement, at the bottom, I would do 20. Then when I would go back up, I would do 20. So I would not be able to go up and down the stairs without doing 20 or more. Sometimes I did 40, sometimes I did 20, but never less than 20. Sometimes I did 100, just depended. And that kind of, when I made myself, if I was down on the main floor, I made myself go upstairs to the bathroom. Every time. Unless I really had to go bad. It was an emergency. But maybe an emergency twice or whatever. There's little tiny things you can do. Rearrange your kitchen. So that while you're cooking, you have to walk around to get things. It's not all convenient anymore. Put the forks here and the knives here and the spoons here and the plates here and the bowls here. Yep. I know you guys are thinking, huh? I lost 60 some pounds and I kept them off by these little tiny things. Trust me, they're not huge and they're not hard. They're not major things. And no, you're not going to lose massive amounts of weight. Part of my weight gain was medication. That got changed. That would have helped me lose weight anyway, but not that much. You don't, and don't have unrealistic expectations of what you want to be. Oh, I'm 230 pounds, which I was. I want to be 110. Yeah, because at my age, that's realistic. I would look ridiculous, and I'm not joking. Maddie is 110 at 5'2". I'm 5'4", but Maddie is 110, 115. Perfect weight. Somebody, as you get older, the smaller weights don't look good anymore. Your body looks skeletal and unhealthy. So don't have unrealistic. You're not going to look 20 anymore if you're 50. I'm sorry, you're just not. And unless you have thousands and thousands of dollars to get all of that sucked out, and that's another thing. Just because you get it all sucked out doesn't make you healthy. Because you will gain it all back if you don't do something about it. You need to change everything about your life, not just get it sucked out. But I guess if you have lots of money, you can keep getting it sucked out. I really don't know how all that works, because that would never be an option for me, even if I had the money. I don't think that's the right way to go. Do I think tummy tucks are okay? Probably, yeah. You know, if you got flab from having babies or boob lifts or all those things are perfectly acceptable to me, but not to lose the weight you need to get healthy. And by not eating healthier, you don't have to eat all the way healthy, but eat healthier. You know, still enjoy your life though. Have a popsicle, have an ice cream. Just don't do it often. And I lost 60 some pounds. You could too. You could lose 20, you could lose 30. Just get off your tushy, do a little bit of walking, do those extra little things that, but just do it. Just do it. You know, I liked the Wii when it first came out because it did get the kids off of their tushes. And I am going to do a video about kids because if you guys look, I have skinny kids. And there's a reason. It's not because they're naturally biologically that way. Felicia was like 180 when she was a kid. And I had to do things to make that go away. So we'll talk about motivating kids the way I motivated my kids without being mean, forceful. I'll do that video a different time because this one's going to be long already. So that's how I lost 65 pounds and I kept it off just by continuing that lifestyle, continuing to enjoy life, continuing to have fun experiences and, you know, having the piece of cake now and again, but only now and again, eating a little healthier. You know, popcorn's the easiest thing to fix. You like popcorn? Get in hot air popper, for goodness sake. Buy those seasoning things. You won't get lots of flavor, no calories, right? But that other crap, or if you put butter and stuff on, I cut back on all of that too. I mean, I hardly put any. Like if I make toast or whatever, it's like the most basic amount, you know, of things on there. And maybe I can go over a dietary thing on a video as well. But when you see the pictures, you guys are going to realize that I am not a very motivated person. Why? Because I was always skinny. Easy skinny. I did nothing. I'd eat a Big Mac and a large fry and a drink and I was 115 pounds no matter what I did. Didn't matter. Sometimes I get skinnier than that. And it was like I had a hyperactive metabolism or something. Because I am hyperactive. Probably doesn't hurt. You know, so it's not that I'm a motivated person or anything, especially because I was not used to being motivated. So I had to really train my brain. And it was difficult. And I know it's difficult, you guys. I really, really do. I know. I did it. It's hard. I know it's hard. But watch this video if you want to talk to me about this. If you want to have a discussion, we can talk about it. I can, you know, give you more helpful hints because there's many more. It would take a long time for me to go through every little thing. Or if you just want to say, Diane, motivate me today. I want to go exercise. I will do that. I'll cheer you on. I'll be your cheerleader. You don't have to get, and don't feel freaking pressured to be 110 pounds. 180. If you feel healthy at 180, 180 is where you should be. If you feel healthy at 170, that's where you should be. You know, if your body's not really fat and the doctor says that you have a healthy heart and a healthy this and a healthy that at 170, then that is fine. Don't have these unreal expectations that you need to look like a Barbie doll. You know, some people are fortunate that they do. My daughter's one of them. But, you know, not everybody does. And Madison works out. She actually exercises and stuff because she was bigger before. She lost 30 pounds or 20 pounds. Yeah. Like she wasn't big before. She has to work to keep that weight. And, you know, at 30 pounds more or 20 pounds more, she still looked beautiful and she looked thin. So that's right there is just proof that you don't have to be super, super skinny. You don't. Some of the most beautiful women on the planet are big girls. More than big girls. Really big girls. Have you guys seen that movie, This Is Us? No, the TV show? I think the big girl on that show is gorgeous. She's beautiful in every way. So don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the dingy dongity bell. If you would like to talk, send me a message. DMing me on Instagram is the best way to get a hold of me because I get so many comments, but I don't get a lot of IMs on Instagram. So send me a message there if you need me to talk to you, to motivate you, to give you advice, anything you want. IM me on Instagram. Is it DM, IM? Don't care. Don't know. Do one of them. So until next time, love you. Bye.